AFC Playoff Predictions coming at you here at NFL Daily. This show presented by Manscaped. Make sure that you're going to manscaped.com/chat where you can save 20% off and get free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. You know one guy who's always staying fresh, he just proposed to his girlfriend, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, they're number one here. They're gonna be the number one seed.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is having he's having
What
the
an
best
incredible
6-month
2020.
stretch of his life.
Patrick Mahomes is the only guy that's happy about 2020.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl. He got paid $500 million, and now he's engaged the same day, by the way, that the Chiefs get their Super Bowl championship rings. Kudos to you. I still think they're the team to beat, not only in the AFC, but in the NFL, Mitch. They brought back everybody. Kendall Fuller's the only player they lost. Who cares? It's a nickel corner. As long as this guy's under center, and as long as guys like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are catching passes from him, they are the team to beat in the AFC. And by the way, the Chiefs just gave extensions to Andy Reid and general manager Brett Veach. It's been a hell of an offseason in Kansas City.
Do it. Predict the Chiefs' record in 2020. The team that had the best record last year in the NFL was the Baltimore Ravens at 14-2. So knowing that, what I want you to do, throw your predictions down there. Chiefs record in 2020. Where are you going?
I'll go 12-4.
12-4?
Third straight year, yeah. 12-4. They'll lose some games.
The team that had the best record, they're number 2 here on our list of AFC playoff predictions, the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore's still really good, even though Earl Thomas is gone. I think they can figure that out in the back end, whether it's Deshaun Elliott or a combination of players. That's obviously a bummer, but hey, I mean, he was a mess in their locker room, so they decided to move on. Kind of like the Chiefs, if Lamar Jackson continues to play at this level that we saw in 2019, they're going to win a bunch of football games. Mark Ingram's going to pound the rock. I like the J.K. Dobbins draft pick as well. They are going to run the football and physically abuse people at the line of scrimmage. And Lamar Jackson, if he just continues to get a little bit better and better as a quarterback and builds off a strong 2019, Baltimore is going to be right up there near the top of the AFC yet again.
This is our second edition of the AFC Playoff Predictions, and just like the first one, we had the Chiefs at 1, we had the Ravens at 2. If you get mad at us for those, you can find me. I'm on Instagram. I'm at MitchellRens365. He's on Twitter at HGramNFL. So when you look at the top 2 quarterbacks in the National Football League, maybe Russell Wilson deserves to be in this conversation. Who do you think's the better quarterback, though? Type PM for Patrick Mahomes or type LJ for Lamar Jackson? You know what? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. So when you get hit with that YouTube ad break, scroll on down and let me know. PM for Mahomes or LJ for Lamar Jackson. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. Good for Buffalo, man. Going to finally win this division.
Yeah, our top 3 stays the same here as it was last time. It'll get different after this. Some things have happened. I still just think this roster is the most complete in the AFC East,
Not saying a lot.
Especially factoring in all the guys opting out for New England and obviously losing Tom Brady and for Cam Newton. I just love this defense. I think Stephon Diggs is going to have a big impact on Josh Allen. Now, I'm not saying Allen, you see some of this stuff, sneaky dark horse MVP. I'm not there with him, but I do think he's continuing to get better. Can he be an above-average passer this year?
Yeah.
If he can, they're going to win 10, 11, maybe even 12 games with how complete that team is.
I'll tell you what, when I watch the playoffs, I just bite away my fingernails. But to make sure that your hands are looking great, go get the Shears 2.0 from Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/chat. The Shears, I can't even think of the word right now. Fingernails, we get it together, Mitch. I bite mine all the time, but this product and the carrying case as well, super awesome. The Shears 2.0 is to make sure that your hands and your feet are looking the best.
I know Bills fans were biting their nails when Josh Allen threw a jump ball to a fullback with the game tied in the playoffs last year. You're covered now. Get the Shears 2.0. Just you can carry it on you. It's easy packed right there. Manscaped.com/chat. You get 20% off the Shears 2.0 and all of their other products.
Fingernails, Mitch. That's the word you were looking for. Bill O'Brien makes Houston Texans fans chew their fingernails. I'll tell you that much right there. They should definitely go to manscaped.com/chat. They are number 4, though, going to be winning the AFC South.
Yeah, we flipped them up here. We had Tennessee last time. I just trust Deshaun Watson more.
Bingo.
And B, they've stayed pretty much entirely healthy throughout training camp. And a healthy J.J. Watt will go a long way for this football team. If he's healthy this year, I still think this is the team to beat in the AFC South. Yeah, Bill O'Brien, he's just not great at what he does.
I mean, if Kenny Stills is still going to be there, if Brandon Cooks can stay healthy.
That's a good receiving core.
I mean, that's the thing. If this team can stay
Randall
healthy,
Cobb.
That's really what it comes down to. And then the other, thing that we talked about with the Titans and the Colts, are we really sure Phillip Rivers is going to be all that great with Indianapolis?
Ryan Tannehill, is he going to repeat what he did last year?
Exactly. It's Ryan Tannehill. What if Ryan Tannehill goes back to being Ryan Tannehill? In that scenario, the Houston Texans, I'm going to bet on Deshaun Watson. I'm going to bet on that team being the number 4 seed. Let's go to the number 5 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers here out of the AFC. Tell me why that they are now the 5 seed.
Well, no change here, actually. I believe we had them at the 5 seed last time. I think they're a dark horse Super Bowl contending type of team. I think if Big Ben, and the reason I say that is that all the reports coming out of Steelers training camp for Big Ben are good. He's in shape, which I know Tom likes to joke. Out of shape Big Ben is actually better. He's
than also going up. I mean,
Ben.
He's also being compared to their other quarterbacks. A lot of people would look really good.
He's shaved the beard. Probably went to Manscaped.
His beard's now on Harrison.
And he looks good to go. And that defense is loaded. If he's 2018
He's
Big
definitely
Ben,
loaded. I guarantee you
he's
that.
always loaded. We know he's locked and loaded. That's Big Ben for you. But if the reports are true that he's healthy, he looks good, we know the defense is good.
Yep.
They went 8-8 with CFL quarterback play last year. If Big Ben's ready to go, I think this team will challenge Baltimore. I don't think they'll win that division, but I do think they'll be the top AFC wildcard.
Well, then I'm not even going to ask you. I'm just going to ask the audience this question. Who's going to win the AFC North? If you think it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers type PIT, I think it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens type BAL. If we're forgetting the Bengals, if we're forgetting the Browns, you can yell at us. I do believe, though, it is a 2-team race type PIT for the Steelers or BAL for the Ravens. At number 6, coming out of the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans, led by Ryan Tannehill and King Henry.
Yeah, we still got them in as a playoff team. The defense is nice. The roster is good overall. I trust Mike Vrabel as a coach more than I trust Bill O'Brien. When it came down to it, Deshaun and Tannehill, I'm going to go with Deshaun. And all the injury stuff has been good coming out of camp. We'll let you guys decide who the better team is. HOU for Houston, TEN for Tennessee.
I'll tell you what, though. If the Tennessee Titans, if they want to get back to being on top of our list here, you go out and you get a player like Jadeveon Clowney. And if I'm Jadeveon Clowney, I would be licking my chops to go back up against a team like the Houston Texans. The final spot in our AFC playoff prediction, going to go to the New England Patriots. All right, Harrison, explain this one to me.
So we've gotten through training camp and Cam Newton's still healthy.
He's not the starter, though.
He's going to start. That's the genesis.
Hey, I'm playing devil's advocate.
That's the genesis of my reasoning here. We had the Browns several months ago. We had the Colts about a month ago. I think the Patriots' ceiling is higher. So I'm going to gamble here and trust Bill Belichick. I'm going to trust that Cam Newton can stay healthy, and not so smart probably. But if he does, I think they can win 9 or so games and get into that number 7 seed. And the last caveat here, AFC East, much more manageable than the AFC South in my opinion. I think they can sneak in at that number 7 seed.
So what it really came down to for me was 4 teams. He went with the Patriots, but remember, we also said the Browns were in the discussion, the Colts were in the discussion, and I said, wait a minute, what about the Raiders? So out of these 4 teams, who do you think is going to have the most wins? And maybe we should have put one of these teams in the playoffs. If you think it's the Patriots, type P. If you think it's the Cleveland Browns, type B. Raiders, type R. Indianapolis Colts, type C. And right now, a lot of the votes that are coming in is coming in for C and R. So maybe we should have went with the Colts. Maybe we should have went with the Raiders over the New England Patriots.